Can you believe that this cute little craft tote came from Harbor Freight with just a little DIY? Here is what the bag looks like when it comes from Harbor Freight. I actually have a shop with me video that I will link in the description below if you want to check that out of all the things that I got that time at Harbor Freight. I put a big 5-gallon bucket in my bathtub and filled it up with the hottest water that I could get out of the tap. Then I read the instructions on my dye, and it said to add just a little bit of dish soap and some salt, and then I added the dye in. I am using RIT dye that I got from Walmart in the color of teal, and I'm using about half of the bottle for this since it's not a full bucket, it's not a big project. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Michelle, and I do all kinds of crafting videos and DIYs and lifestyle hacks, and I'm so glad that you came and joined me today. Hit that subscribe button if you will, and join the family. All right, so I'm just stirring up that dye and the salt really well in my bucket, and then I can add in my tote bag. I didn't bring my tripod down into the bathroom, and so it's a little difficult to film with one hand and do everything with the other hand, but I'm making it work. Now I'm pushing it all in so that it gets completely submerged under the dye water, and then I'm going to just leave it there and let it sit for about an hour or so. I came to check it and saw that it is a pretty pale teal color, and I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to put down my phone and get some gloves so I can actually pull that out of the bucket because the tongs aren't working. I cut out a strawberry shape on my scan and cut using Surecuts a lot, and you don't have to do that, but I thought it just needed a little bit more decoration. And so I'm filled up the inside of the bag with just the drop cloth that I got from Harbor Freight, and I'm using my new heat press to heat up the outside of the bag before I put the strawberry design on it. Once the bag is warm, then I am going to put on my little strawberry design. And I just cut this out of pink glitter, and I am using my new heat press that I bought off of Amazon, and I'm going to leave a link to it down below because it's a lot cheaper than the name brand one, and it works really, really well. And also I did an unboxing and a review of it, so I will leave a link to that video in the description as well. So now I am attaching the strawberry to the front of the bag. Once enough time has passed, and do follow the instructions for the vinyl that you're using, because I have found that almost all the vinyls seem like they have a different temperature setting and they have different um, things to follow, like remove the paper cold or remove the paper hot. Once the main strawberry part is done, I am adding a little green glittery top to it, and I will just attach that in the same way. And I do take my old transfer paper and I put it over the strawberry so that my heat is not directly against that glittery transfer. Set my timer and let it do its thing. The instructions for my vinyl said to iron it from the opposite side, which was a little difficult with having a bag, but I was able to figure out how to do this by pulling everything out and then taking my heat press and sticking it inside and then turning it on and letting it do its thing. Once that was finished, I was done with my tote bag. It was really, really simple to make. Does take a little bit of time to, have it sit in the dye bath, and you can put the transfer on, or you could decorate it in some other way if you would prefer. But I think this turned out super cute and wasn't very expensive, and you would never believe that I bought it at Harbor Freight. So here I have it as a craft bag, and I just wanted to show you all of the pockets. It's got a layer of small pockets in the front and then a layer of a little bit bigger pockets behind those. You also have pockets here on the side. You've got the smaller ones in the front and the bigger one behind it. The back is just like the front. You really can't tell them apart unless you put a strawberry on it. And then there's the other side. The middle section is quite large and can fit a lot of things inside of it. As you can see, I have a bunch of different crafting tools, and the edges are covered up by like that little flap. So if you had something a little bit more delicate that you wanted to protect, you could put it in there on the sides. Like as I put this little box in, you will see that you can't see it. It's like hidden by that flap. So there's quite a bit of room in there for lots of things if you want to use it as a crafting bag. And I think that I'm going to be using mine as a crafting bag, especially when I go somewhere. Like if I'm going on a crop or something, if things open up again after COVID. Or I also like to take my crafting supplies when I go on vacation to the beach or something like that, just to have something to do during the day. Um, at my hotel or my condo, and I think this is going to be a perfect way to carry a lot of that. You don't have to use it just for crafts. You could actually use it for what it's designed for, and that's tools. Or you could use it for your cleaning supplies. That would be a great thing to do with it. Or even if you have a baby and you want to put all your baby supplies, it would work for that as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have a super awesome day. Toodles. P.S. Hit that like button. It really helps me out.